We all know her as the bold, glamorous, fearless pop icon. But behind the glitter, the fashion, and the fame lies a story of pain, trauma, and incredible resilience. This is not just about Lady Gaga, the superstar. This is the real-life story of Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanotta, a girl who turned pain into power and scars into sound. Born on March 28, 1986 in New York City, Lady Gaga grew up in a traditional Italian-American Catholic family. She showed musical talent early, playing piano at the age of 4 and writing her own songs by 13. She was enrolled at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, one of the most prestigious performing arts schools in the country. From the outside, her path to stardom looked certain. She was smart, talented, and supported by her family. But behind her early accomplishments was a young girl battling insecurity and rejection. Gaga was bullied in school, mocked for her looks, called weird for her outfits, and dismissed for her personality. She never felt like she belonged. That bullying would later become fuel for her music, but at the time, it planted deep emotional wounds. In her own words, "They made me feel like I wasn't beautiful, like I didn't belong." At 19, Gaga dropped out of college to pursue music full-time. She started performing in New York clubs and bars, often facing empty rooms and harsh criticism. Record labels repeatedly turned her down. She was told she was too theatrical, too eccentric, and not marketable enough. To pay rent, she waited tables and wrote songs for other artists, including Britney Spears and the Pussycat Dolls. But even when no one believed in her, she believed in herself. She knew she was meant for more. In 2007, her life changed when Akon discovered her and signed her to Interscope Records. In 2008, Just Dance hit the airwaves, and pop music was never the same. It was followed by a string of global hits like Poker Face, Bad Romance, and Born This Way. Lady Gaga was no longer a struggling artist, she was a global sensation. But she wasn't just a singer, she was a force. Her outrageous fashion, bold statements, and unique performances became her signature. She wore meat dresses, lit pianos on fire, and turned music videos into mini-movies. But behind the fame, Gaga was struggling. By 2013, her mental and physical health were deteriorating. She suffered from anxiety, depression, and later revealed she had PTSD, stemming from being sexually assaulted by a music producer at age 19. For years, she kept it a secret out of fear and trauma. She also developed fibromyalgia, a chronic pain condition often triggered by emotional stress. Even during massive world tours and public appearances, she performed through agony, both physical and emotional. She once said in an interview, "Fame made me feel like I was a product, not a person." Despite being on top of the world, Gaga often felt empty. She struggled to connect with people. She was overworked, overwhelmed, and exhausted. At one point, she almost quit music altogether. The very dream she had chased all her life was now consuming her. The pressures of the entertainment industry didn't help. Gaga faced intense scrutiny for her body. Headlines called her too fat, too skinny, too weird. The same media that celebrated her success tore her down over her appearance. But Gaga never gave in. She used her voice to fight back, not just for herself, but for anyone who ever felt like they weren't enough. Through her Born This Way Foundation, she began advocating for mental health, self-acceptance, and kindness. Her message was loud and clear: you define you, not the world. In 2018, Gaga stunned the world again, this time not with a new song, but with her performance in A Star Is Born. Playing the role of Ally, a struggling singer rising to fame, Gaga poured her real-life pain into the character. The film was a massive hit, and so was its anthem, Shallow. She won an Academy Award for Best Original Song, earning respect not just as a singer, but as a serious actress. For the first time, the world saw Stefani, raw, stripped down, and vulnerable. But Gaga's journey didn't stop with the Oscars. She continued to evolve both as an artist and a person. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, she helped organize the One World Together at Home concert, raising millions for relief efforts. She used her platform to bring people together, remind them to stay strong, and offer hope during crisis. Lady Gaga's story is more than just chart-topping hits, outrageous fashion, or awards. It's about a woman who faced abuse, rejection, trauma, and still chose to rise. She turned her suffering into art. She gave a voice to the voiceless. She didn't let the world break her. She transformed it. She once said, "I used to cry a lot. Now I make the world cry, with my voice, with my story." From Stefani Gaga, from a bullied teenager to a global icon, her journey is a reminder that fame doesn't erase pain, but it can give that pain a purpose. Lady Gaga is not just a superstar. She's a survivor, a warrior, a symbol of what happens when you embrace who you truly are, no matter how broken, how bruised, or how different. If her story inspired you, share it, because someone out there is fighting their own battle in silence. Maybe this story can help them feel seen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Global Celebuzz for more powerful stories behind the spotlight. And if you believe that real strength comes from within, drop a hashtag #PainBehindFame in the comments.